It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Commanders, leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Commanders and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And out across midfield down to the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Down to the 42, second down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Robinson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 19 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ford. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Short throw caught by Dosich. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 29-yard line.
In motion left is Higgins. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 on a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
For the Bengals field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Ford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the score. Now Ball loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Ford. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Ford. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
We're scoreless after 1. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Ford. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Ford. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, These guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Burrow. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here's Washington now to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ford. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
26-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On one, ready?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Gain of 15. And the Washington first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun. Ford. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Commanders.
Looking to throw. Ford. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ford. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ford. And he fires one incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball that cause disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. You got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now Burrow. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Burrow. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We begin here in the Sunshine State. The New York Giants heading south to take on Jacksonville. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Steelers. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. To Mixon on the check down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They run for it with Mixon, and he is going to have the Bengals first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Off the option, here's Robinson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Ford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Ford.
And that one too high and incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Ford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Ford looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 3rd down,
forward. Well, that's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now a throw. Oh, he put it on the clock with a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And Mixon going to have the Bengals 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Montez Sweat with a tackle. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 22.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Again, it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A field goal could get him the